Hello everyone, petar.jacimovic here from analysis.com. I want to post the market update and my opinions and what I expect on the market, in coming days, and what you need to be aware of. I will give you my advice and the situation right now, pretty much on USD. I want to start with that. So watching the USD, as if you follow my work, you probably know. I read that I closed my transaction around 1.0720. This was a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement from this swing low to this swing high. It was also Fibonacci expansion 100% from this ABC, and this was a deep point here. Right now we're trading in the channel. As you can see, we are sideways. This is a 4-hour time frame. The positions of MAs here pretty flat here. 200 MA price is about 200 MA on 4-hour time frame. It's visiting the 50 moving average, and so pretty much flat here. And this is the situation when professional will say it's better to don't open any setup, and sometimes it's very, it's better just don't do anything and wait confirmation and wait the conditions, fundamental conditions plus technical conditions to establish positions. So about the USD, again, I placed the Fibonacci expansion to see how much this correction can go far. We know that euro zone, we have the quantitative easing program active, so of course it's a big fundamental pressure from the downside. But actually to trigger, you need to have the intermarket relation also in your favor in any setup, in any currency pair. You need to see, for example, if we speak about the USD, why the euro cannot drop larger, than just, for example, you'll see what we got today. It's it's pretty much very low liquidity if we speak about the USD. So we went upward, broke this trend line, then back up here. This is a sign of the weakness in this thing, but still there is no big supply came in. There is no strong supply and so on. And the reason we can find also in the Europe indexes, like DAX and FTSE, they're not progressing very good. They're not doing any larger recover, and since they don't go upward and don't recover, euro probably will not drop any larger than just this trading in this trading range. Even we can see the upward and some extended correction on the USD. I placed the Fibonacci expansion from this A, B, and C point here, and I got 61.8 expansion at 1.1050. That's also swing high from this. So this is a strong resistance if the price go upward. Then if the price breaks that in the high volume, we may even see the 1.1250. Where is the Fibonacci expansion? 100% Fibonacci expansion and Fibonacci retracement 61.8. For the downward side, again, the key support is around 1.0705, and that's also Fibonacci retracement where the price went about 260 pips from this swing low to this swing high. Positions MA, we are above 200 MA on 4-hour time frame and very flat on other 150 moving averages. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, you can see very flat. Look at the moving average, so very flat. 30 minutes is actually upward, and this is we went from the downward, the 50 went all the way, we got the golden cross, price broke 50 broke the 200 MA on the 1 hour, on the 30 minutes, and also on the 1 hour we can see that. So this is a clear sign of strength if we watch the moving average price action. So the risk again for selling side, and why I advise you to, it's better don't do anything on this pair, since I right now don't have any positions right now, since it's not good time to build anything. Price can continue even to go to extended corrective phase and go upward and test the 61.8, maybe retest the channel, go to the 100%. From the other side, the price go lower, we may see the retest of this area 1.0700 area, and maybe to test this one. But again, according to the situation on the indexes Europe, this is a not the euro is expecting to go higher, because again indexes is going lower. Again, the key thing you must understand, and the key thing also my mentorship program, what I teach you actually, I teach you the technical aspect, of course, like volume price action analysis, and the standard, the key patterns, together with candle formations, the clusters and price, so multi Fibonacci zones and everything. But the other aspect of my mentorship program, it's actually intermarket relation and fundamental aspect, which is very, very important, because if I don't have the good intermarket relations and the good fundament to confirm, I will not even watch the technical chart on that currency pair. So it's like the must thing in the professional world to understand the intermarket relation, to know how to the most important thing, and how to follow day by day the intermarket relation, and of course with economic releases, and follow progress of that and build from that point, and then use the technical analysis actually to time your entry, to protect your position and try to benefit as much as you can. So that's about the USD. Again, I'm flat, but still there is a risk for the selling side, and expectation that we can even see some extended correction on the USD. What I'm actually paying attention to build my new position, I don't have right now any position, as you can see on my attached account on the Forex Factory thread. I right now closed all my positions. I took some 3% this month profit, risking in every setup 0.5, so it's a very good start of the year. What I'm actually waiting is I'm waiting the commodity currencies, because commodities are going very, very they're very weak, and currencies like New Zealand and Australian dollar, we expect to go lower. They can go much lower. We know that following the copper, for example, for Australian dollar and New Zealand, and then we got dairy price went January 5th, we went dairy prices minus 1.6%, but the whole milk actually area went minus 4.4. So this is a very bad for New Zealand in terms of the last dairy price index from the previous event. It's not good for the New Zealand. So that economic release is actually it's not in favor of New Zealand. It's actually its favor that New Zealand will become weaker, and it became weaker after that release on the global dairy prices. Not just that, we got in December the cut rate 25 base points, which is also the government of New Zealand. They don't like strong New Zealand dollar. They like actually lower exchange rate compared to the dollar. So this is actually in their favor, and they like the current exchange. And if the price drop even 100 points, they will not have problem with that. Even it's good for their economy right now to recover, since the China also have the big problems right now, and the biggest partner of New Zealand is actually Australia and China. So basically it's all about, I'm expecting very, very strong downward continuation. This is a distribution on the daily time frame. This distribution actually went for about 3 months, and right now we are about to redistribute and probably go to revisit the swing low from this double top formation, let's say on this way. Look at the daily time frame, how well 200 MA held here, and the swing high, and we are very close to test the swing low, about 100 pips test the swing low, and later on we may really expect this area on the test, so about 300 to 350 pips drop, and later on of course even potential continuation, depend on again what will be on the further, what will be the commodity price and so on. So far it's a very good for downward. The same thing with Australian dollar. It's a pretty much Australian dollar actually broke the distribution, broke the channel. You can call that the bearish flag, you can call the distribution, or I could call the distribution. And so far we can see that price is going good downward with not big corrections. So it's a, you know, if you build here positions at this stage here, you know, you must put some larger larger stop loss, but of course the potential is also very big because this can go much lower. The first thing to test here, the first price to test is again 0.6900, let's say 10. If the price breaks that and the high volume, it confirm further downward continuation and potential even testing of the swing low. We also broke a key upward trend line here. We went to some consolidation here after the breakout, which is normal, and right now the sellers, I think, again taking control of the market, and price can even go again. This is a mid-long term perspective. We can go again about 600-700 pips lower, testing the key support and swing low from November 2008. So that's about so pretty much right now the best pairs to trade is actually the best currencies are actually commodity currencies like Australia and New Zealand. We expect very weak because of commodities are going lower. Also there's some the China is doing very bad. They have the big problems, and Australia and New Zealand are very you know, the Chinese most important partner to them, and China is going not so good right now. From the other side, the commodity is going lower, and so on and so on. So altogether makes this strong view very valid, and I will just watch the to establish positions. We'll watch the good, do some good retracements and good pattern to continue to, you know, to build something from the downward side on New Zealand USD dollar or Australian US dollar. That's it for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and if you like my way of trading, if you want to learn my method or start invest together with me, I'm doing the managing accounts. I'm also doing the mentorship program. I'm ready for any cooperation we can establish. Again, what you will learn on mentorship program, it's you will learn absolutely everything I'm doing right now, and professional way of looking the market, including the technical aspect and the key principles of technical aspect, the volume price action analysis, the Wyckoff analysis, the pure price action analysis, supply demand zones, absolutely everything, the strong the key patterns, the candle formations together, and the moving average, how to use them, and so on. That's about the technical part. And the second aspect of my mentorship program is about intermarket relation and fundamental analysis, and how the intermarket relation reflect actually the FX market, and not just on the FX market, on any other market you can find the coloration, and you know, how to read the news releases, what's the most important news releases, and how to trade them. So I wish you good trading. I hope you know, we start a cooperation. That's it. Follow me on the YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, also go on my thread, The Art of Trading with Petar Serbia on the Forex Factory, and of course you can write comments there, post your analysis. It's totally you know, I want to create a good discussion there, and you know, a very quality discussion, which is the most important thing. Bye bye for now, and speak soon.